Be me. Colin, 26. Work in account management, which basically means I apologize to angry people for a living. Dating Maribel for about 14 months. Maribel is great. She's normal. She likes dogs and complains about the humidity and steals my hoodies. Our relationship is aggressively medium. No screaming matches. No throwing plates. No dramatic exits in the rain. We just kind of exist in this comfortable bubble of watching TV and asking what the other person wants for dinner until we both die. It's nice. It's safe. Until last Tuesday. Tuesday starts normal. Wake up. Shower. Coffee tastes like burnt dirt because I bought the cheap stuff. Go to work. Apologize to 3 different Steves about shipping delays. Come home. Maribel comes over. She's wearing that oversized gray sweater I thought I lost 6 months ago. She looks tired. I look tired. We decide to go out because neither of us has the energy to boil water. We go to this place called Benny's. It's a burger joint that smells like old frying oil and pine sol. Tables are sticky. Lights are too bright. It's perfect. We sit down. Order the usual. Waitress is this older lady named Dana who calls everyone honey but looks like she could snap a baseball bat in half. Food comes. We're eating. Grease getting everywhere. Conversation is the usual riveting stuff. How was work? Fine. Steve was a jerk. Which Steve? The one with the goatee. Ah, classic goatee Steve. Then it happens. Maribel puts her burger down, wipes her hands on a napkin, looks at my phone sitting on the table, looks at her phone. She's got that look in her eye. The one she gets when she's been scrolling TikTok for 3 hours and found a fun new idea. My stomach does a little flip. Hey, she says. Hey, I say, mouthful of fries. Let's swap phones. I stop chewing. What? Swap phones, she says again, smiling like this is a fun game and not a terrifying invasion of privacy. For the rest of dinner. Just to see. See what? I don't know. Just to see what the other person is looking at. Algorithms and stuff. Now, I am not cheating. I am not talking to other girls. I am not running a drug cartel. My search history is mostly, why does my knee click? And fantasy football sleepers, and is mold on cheese okay if you cut it off? But there is something deeply primal and terrifying about handing your unlocked phone to another human being. It's like handing them your brain, without the filter. I hesitate, just for a second. Why? I ask. Are you hiding something? She asks. Tone is playful, but eyes are sharp. It's a trap. If I say no, I look guilty. If I say yes, I am agreeing to the trap. No, I say. Just boring. Good, she says. Boring is good. She slides her phone across the sticky table. It's pink case. Screen protector is cracked in the corner. I look at my phone. Black case. Smudge on the screen. I slide it over. It feels like pushing a bomb across a demilitarized zone. She picks it up immediately. Unlocks it. She knows my code. I know hers. We aren't savages. I pick up hers. It feels light. Weirdly hot because she's been using it all day. Okay, she says. Go. I open her browser. Sephora. Web. MD headache right side meaning. Sephora. Recipe for chicken pot pie. Instagram. It's boring. I look up at her. She's scrolling through my photos. Why do you have 14 pictures of the same parking spot? She asks. I forgot where I parked at the airport, I say. That was 3 years ago, Colin. I might need them, she laughs. Scrolls more. Who is Mike work? Guy from work, named Mike. Why did he send you a picture of a sandwich? It was a good sandwich. She shakes her head. Boys are simple, she says. I relax a little. This isn't so bad. She's just looking at surface stuff. She's not digging into the deep archives of my notes app, where I write down bad movie ideas at 3 a.m. We eat for a bit, swapping commentary. Your TikTok feed is just power washing videos, she says. It's soothing, I defend. It's wet, she says. Then, her phone buzzes in my hand. I ignore it. It buzzes again, and again. 3 times in rapid succession. I look down. Notification banner. Group chat. The Council of Vibes. Names pop up. Joelle, Fiona, Bryn, and Allison. Oh God, Allison is the problem. Allison is Maribel's best friend from college. Allison describes herself as an empath and a chaos coordinator. She works in events, but I've never actually seen her plan an event that didn't end in tears or a noise complaint. Allison is the type of person who sends voice memos that are 8 minutes long and just her sighing. I see the messages. I shouldn't read them, but they are right there. Joelle, is the eagle landed? Fiona, did you get him to the spot yet? Allison, remember to not panic. Just breath through the resistance. I freeze, fry halfway to my mouth. Get him to the spot? What spot? We are at a burger place. Is this the spot? Maribel is giggling at a meme on my phone. She doesn't see me staring at hers. Another text comes through. Allison, Colin is going to freak out, but in a good way. It's growth. We are facilitating growth. My blood runs cold. Facilitating growth is Allison. Speak for making someone do something they hate because I think it's cute. I look at Maribel. Hey, I say. Voice cracks a little. What? She doesn't look up. Your phone is blowing up. Oh? Probably just the girls. Yeah? The Council of Vibes. She laughs. Don't call them that. They mean well. Allison is saying something about facilitating growth. Maribel freezes. Thumb hovers over my screen. Her face goes from relaxed dinner mode to deer in headlights instantly. What? She asks. Sharp, she said. Colin is going to freak out. And something about the eagle landing. Maribel drops my phone. It clatters onto the table. Face down. Thank God for the rugged case. She reaches across the table, snatches her phone out of my hand. Like, actually snatches it. Fingernail scrapes my palm. How? I say. Sorry, she says. Sorry, just give it. She reads the texts. Her eyes get wide. She types furiously. Stops. Deletes. Types again. Looks up at me. Looks back at the phone. We need to go, she says. We just got the food, I say. We need to go now, she says. She stands up, grabs her purse, knocks over the ketchup bottle. It rolls across the table, slowly dripping red goo onto the formica. She doesn't even look at it. Colin, please. Just get the check. No, forget the check. Leave cash. She throws a 20 on the table. It lands in the ketchup. That's sticky, I say. Come on. She's already walking to the door. Everyone is looking. Dina, the waitress, is staring at us with hands on her hips. Everything okay, honey? Dina asks. Fine, Maribel yells over her shoulder. Emergency. Family thing. It is definitely not a family thing. I throw another 20 down, non-ketchup side. Grab my phone, run after her. Outside. Parking lot is dark. Street lights are buzzing. Air smells like rain and exhaust. Maribel is pacing by my car. Her phone is pressed to her ear. No, she's saying. No, Allison, you can't. He's right here. We're at Benny's. No, we're leaving. Stop it. Stop the car. Stop the car? I unlock my car. 2014 sedan. It makes a weird clunking sound when it unlocks. She dives into the passenger seat. I get in. What is going on? I ask. She's texting again. Fingers are a blur. Nothing, she says. Colin. It's just, Allison had an idea. Allison always has ideas. Usually, they involve glitter bombs or expensive brunches. This is different. How different? Just drive, she says. Back to your place. My place? Yes. Hurry. I start the car. Pull out of the lot. Suspension creaks. I drive. Knuckles white on the steering wheel. Silence in the car is heavy, like a physical weight. She keeps looking at her phone, wincing, like the screen is shocking her. Did someone die? I ask. No. Are you breaking up with me? No. God, no. Then what? They wanted to do something nice. Who? The girls. The council. Nice for who? For us. I hate this. I hate surprises. I hate nice. Things that involve Allison. We hit a red light. Longest red light in the history of civil engineering. I look at her. She looks like she's about to cry. Is it a party? I ask. Sort of. At my apartment? Maybe. I didn't clean the bathroom, I say. This is a crisis. My bathroom is a disaster zone. There are towels on the floor, beard trimmings in the sink, toilet cleaner sitting on the counter because I started cleaning and then got distracted by a YouTube video about competitive marble racing. It doesn't matter, she says. It matters to me. Maribel, I have dignity. Just drive. We pull up to my apartment complex. The Oaks. It's not oaks. It's mostly scraggly bushes and asphalt. Building C, 3rd floor. I see cars. Lots of cars. Cars I don't recognize. Maribel, I say. I know, she says. Whose Honda Fit is that? That's Joelle's. Whose Jeep is that? Fiona's. And the moving truck? I point. There is a U-Haul van parked across 3 spaces, directly in front of the dumpster, hazard lights blinking. Oh, God, Maribel whispers. Maribel, I say, voice very calm, very steady. Why is there a U-Haul? She covers her face with her hands. Allison said we needed to launch. Launch? Launch. Launch the next phase. Silence. Absolute silence inside the car. Outside, a car alarm chirps. They are moving you in, I ask. It was supposed to be a surprise, she mumbles into her hands. A surprise move-in? A key ceremony, she corrects. A key ceremony. Yes. I haven't even given you a key yet. I know, that's the point. They wanted to force the issue, help us overcome our stagnation. Stagnation? We're happy. We ate burgers. Allison thinks we're stalling. She says we're in a comfort coma. I like the coma. The coma is nice. My phone buzzes. It's my dad. I look at the screen. Dad cell. I answer. Reflex. Hey, Dad, I say. Colin? Dad says. Where are the hedge clippers? What? The clippers. I looked in the shed. They aren't there. Dad, I'm in the middle of something. Did you lend them to Uncle Leon? I don't know, maybe. Well, Leon is a thief. Call him. Dad, Maribel's friends are surprise moving her into my apartment right now. Pause. What? There is a U-Haul. Do you have a lease? Yes. Does it allow subletters? Dad, I have to go. Check the lease, Cohen. Don't let them put holes in the walls. Leon put holes in my drywall in 1998 and never fixed it. I hang up. We get out of the car, walk up the stairs. I can hear music. It's Roxanne. It's very loud. On a Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. Mrs. Finkel in 3B is going to murder me. She complains when I sneeze too loudly. We get to my door. There are balloons tied to the handle. Gold and silver. Big Mylar letters taped to the door. L-E-V-E-L-U-P. Level up. Like a video game. Maribel looks like she wants to dissolve into the floor. I'm so sorry, she says. Open it, I say. Colin, open the door, Maribel. She reaches for the handle. It's unlocked. Of course it's unlocked. How did they get in? Maintenance guy. Did Allison seduce the super? Probably. Door swings open. Chaos. Confetti cannon goes off. Pop. Glitter everywhere. In my eyes. In my mouth. Surprise. 5 girls scream it. Joelle, Fiona, Bryn, 2 others. I don't know. And Allison. Allison is standing on my coffee table, wearing a sash that says Maid of Honor. Allison, Maribel yells. We aren't getting married. Manifesting, Allison yells back. It's a dress rehearsal for the vibe. The apartment looks like a party city exploded. Streamers, balloons, cupcakes on every surface, and boxes. So many boxes. Stacked in the hallway, stacked in the kitchen, stacked on my reclining chair. Boxes labeled Maribel shoes. Boxes labeled Maribel Vibey decor. Boxes labeled Maribel kitchen essentials. They packed her apartment. They actually packed her apartment. What is this? I ask, voice quiet. Allison jumps down from the table. She's wearing heels. Click-clack on my laminate floor. She holds out a giant key, made of cardboard and glitter, size of a snowboard. Colin, she beams. Welcome to the rest of your life. We did the heavy lifting for you. Literally, she gestures to the boxes. We brought the essentials. The rest comes on Saturday. Saturday? I choke out. Moving day, part 2. We rented the truck for the week. Got a deal. Joelle comes up with a phone. Camera right in my face. Flash on. How are we feeling? She asks. Give me a reaction. Give me overwhelmed joy. Get that out of my face, I say. Joelle pouts. Don't be camera shy. This is for the real. What real? The journey real. Hashtag moving. In hashtag grownups. Hashtag next chapter. I look at Maribel. She's standing in the doorway, picking glitter off her sweater. Allison, Maribel says, you need to stop. Stop what? Allison asks, eyes wide, innocent. We're celebrating. Colin, aren't you happy? She was paying way too much rent anyway. This is economically responsible. You broke into my house, I say. We accessed the space, Allison corrects. Fiona knew where the spare key was under the rock. That rock is fake, I say. We know. It's a hide-a-key rock. Very vintage. I walk into the kitchen. My kitchen. My sanctuary of mediocre cooking. There are boxes on the stove. Maribel, blender. I already have a blender. Maribel, mugs. I have mugs. Maribel, spices. Okay, I actually need spices. Mine are old. But still. Guys, I say. Loud. Music stops. Joelle pauses the TikTok recording. Everyone looks at me. You have to leave. Silence. Allison laughs. A tinkly, condescending laugh. Colin, you're in shock. It's a trauma response to positive change. Let's do a breathing exercise. I don't want to breathe, I say. I want you to take these boxes and put them back in the truck. We can't, Fiona says. She's eating a cupcake. Crumbs on my rug. Truck is full. We did 1 load. The rest is at Maribel's. Wait, Maribel says. You packed my whole apartment? We Maria condoed it, Allison says. We got rid of the stuff that didn't spark joy. Like that ugly lamp. I love that lamp, Maribel yells. It was dusty. Allison dismisses. Anyway, we're here to facilitate the merger. The merger. Like we are corporations. Out, I say. Point to the door. Colin, you're being toxic, Allison says. She crosses her arms. We put a lot of emotional labor into this. I planned this for 3 weeks. I made a mood board. I didn't care about the mood board. Allison, I care about my lease and my sanity. Knock on the door. Loud, authoritative. Police knock. Or landlord knock. Room freezes. Allison whispers, nobody move. Their vision is based on movement. That's T-Rexes, you idiot, I hiss. I open the door. It's Mr. Whitaker. Landlord. Guy is 70. Wears suspenders. Hates joy. He looks at me. Looks at the balloons. Looks at Allison in the sash. Looks at the glitter. Colin, he says. Voice like gravel. Mr. Whitaker. Hi. Got a call. Noise. Illegal parking. Something about a confetti cannon fired off the balcony. That was an accident. Joelle squeaks from the back. Mr. Whitaker looks at the boxes. You moving someone in? No, I say. Yes, Allison says. Love is moving in. I glare at her. Shut up, Allison. Mr. Whitaker. Whitaker pulls out a notepad. Lease says no unauthorized occupants over 3 days. Lease says no commercial vehicles blocking the dumpster. Lease says no confetti. It doesn't say no confetti, I say. Clause 14. No hazardous debris. Glitter is hazardous. Gets in the carpet. Never comes out. He's right. Glitter is the herpes of craft supplies. I'm fining you, he says. Scribbles on paper. Rips it off. Hands it to me. $50 for the noise. $100 for the truck. Clean this up or you're evicted. He leaves. Closes the door. I turn back to the room. Holding the ticket. Love cost me $150, I say. Maribel snaps. Finally. She walks over to Allison. Grabs the giant cardboard key. Rips it in half. Cardboard screams. Get out. Maribel says, honey, don't project your get out. Maribel screams. Voice cracks. Vein in her forehead pops out. Never seen that before. Kind of scary. Kind of hot. Take your balloons. Take your cupcakes. Leave the boxes because we can't move them right now. But get your bodies out of this apartment. Allison looks shocked. Genuinely shocked. We were just trying to help. She says, teary-eyed. You guys are so ungrateful. We wanted a moment. You wanted content, I say. You wanted a video for your story. Joelle hides her phone. Go, Maribel says. They leave. Awkward shuffle. Grabbing purses. Fiona grabs one last cupcake. Door closes. Lock clicks. Silence. Just the hum of the refrigerator. And the sound of balloons bumping against the ceiling. Rubbing together. Squeak, squeak. We stand there, surrounded by boxes. Maribel, underwear box, is on the dining table, right next to my salt shaker. I look at Maribel. She looks at me. Mascara is smudged. Sweater is covered in glitter. She looks defeated. I'm going to kill Allison, she says, calmly. We can hide the body in the U-Haul, I say. I'm serious. I didn't ask for this. I didn't know. I know. Do you want me to leave? She asks. Where would you go? Your stuff is in my kitchen. She looks at the boxes. Yeah. And your apartment is apparently empty? Apparently. And you don't have a lamp anymore. I liked that lamp, she whispers. She sits down on the floor, right in the glitter pile, pulls her knees to her chest. This is a disaster, she says. Yeah. Mr. Whitaker hates us. He hates everyone. He hates the sun for shining. I sit down next to her. Pick up a piece of confetti. Blue star. So, I say. So, she says. Do you want to move in? She looks at me. What? I mean, eventually. Not like this. Not with Allison directing traffic. Eventually, she says. Yeah, I think so. Okay, but not tonight. Definitely not tonight. Tonight, I just want to sleep. We have to move the boxes, I say. Why? Because I need to get to the coffee maker in the morning, and there is a box of shoes on it. We spend the next 2 hours moving boxes, stacking them in the corner, making a wall of cardboard. The Great Wall of Maribel, I call it. We sweep up the glitter. It takes forever. Vacuum keeps getting clogged. We eat the cupcakes because we have no dinner. They are stale and taste like food coloring. My phone buzzes again. Dad, text message. Found the clippers. They were behind the rakes. Crisis averted. Tell Uncle Leon. I apologize, but he's still on thin ice. I laugh. Show Maribel. She smiles. Weak smile, but real. Sorry about your dad, she says. Sorry about your friends, I say. They aren't bad people, she says. Just a lot. They are a natural disaster, I say. Yeah. Later, lying in bed, lights off. Room smells like stale vanilla frosting and stress. Maribel is wearing one of my t-shirts because her pajamas are in a box somewhere and we can't find them. She's staring at the ceiling. Colin? Yeah? Thanks for not breaking up with me. Thanks for not letting Allison plan our wedding. She already has a Pinterest board for it. Delete it. I will. Silence. Comfortable silence. Hey, she says. Yeah? Can I have my phone back? I freeze. I still have it. On the nightstand. She has mine. We never swapped back. I reach over, grab the pink phone. She hands me the black phone. Transaction complete, I say. Never doing that again, she says. Agreed. She rolls over, puts her head on my shoulder. Good night. Good night. Next morning. Alarm goes off, 6:30 a.m. Groan. Roll out of bed. Step on something sharp. Glitter star stuck to my foot. Walk to kitchen. Wall of boxes is still there, looming, blocking the light. I squeeze past the tower of Maribel, winter coats. Get to the coffee maker. Start the brew. Gurgle, gurgle. Maribel walks in, hair messy, rubbing eyes. Morning, she mumbles. Morning. What do we do with the U-Haul? She asks. Return it. Who drives? I will. You follow in the fit. Okay, she looks at the boxes. Should we unpack some of it, since it's here? I look at the boxes. Look at her. Look at the empty space on my bookshelf where a plant used to be before it died. Maybe the mugs, I say, and the spices. She smiles. And the blender? Don't push it. We drink coffee, standing in the kitchen, surrounded by the cardboard fortress. It's crowded, it's messy, it's inconvenient, but the coffee is hot, and she's there, and it's quiet. Phone buzzes on my counter. Notification. Instagram, tagged in a post by Allison_events_XYZ, or something like that. Video of me looking horrified with confetti in my hair. Caption. Sometimes love is messy. Surprise move in was a success. Look at these faces. Hashtag love. Wins hashtag surprise. Hashtag client love. Maribel looks at it, sighs. I'm going to make her take it down. Wait, I say. Why? Look at my face in the background. I'm making a face like I just smelled a dead skunk. It's hilarious. Okay, she says. It stays up for 1 hour. For comedy purposes. Deal. We finish coffee. Get dressed. Grab the keys. U-Haul key is on a giant plastic fob that says, move your butt. Walk out the door. Step over the remaining confetti in the hallway. Mr. Whitaker is sweeping the stairs. He glares at us. Morning, Mr. Whitaker. I call out. He grunts. Glitter. We get to the truck. Giant orange beast blocking the dumpster. Ticket tucked under the wiper blade. I grab it, toss it on the dash, climb into the driver's seat. Smells like old cigarettes and cardboard. Maribel gets in her car behind me. She waves. I wave back. Put the truck in gear. Giant lurch. Pull away. Leaving the dumpster accessible once again. Driving a moving truck down the highway. Suspension bouncing. Rattling. Sun is shining. Glitter on my dashboard catching the light. It's annoying. It's never going to go away. But maybe that's okay. Just a little bit of sparkle in the boring. I turn up the radio. Classic rock. Dad rock. Singing along. Badly. Life goes on.